everyone. I'm Betty and happy fall. The season of everything pumpkin spice has now arrived, and many of us are returning to their regular routines. But the energies we are experiencing are anything but routine at this time. I'm sure you've all been picking up on that. As we consistently receive these high frequency light codes, we will experience the ebbs and the flows and the peaks and the valleys. It's just very up and down. And I know a few weeks back, I felt as I tapped into the collective, this just powerful, strong energy of sadness. It was just I don't even have the words to describe it. It was just this overwhelming sadness. And it made me just want to burst out crying. And I had no reason to. And I realized it was just Gaia releasing many things upon the earth in order for us to receive the new that's going on. It is just part of the process that we go through. So if you're feeling that way, just hang in there because, give it a couple days and then you're right back up again. But this is going to be a bit of a roller coaster, especially through October. Our current passageway opened the last week of August and will remain open through the Autumnal Equinox, which is on the 23rd of September. Before entering our next alignment, which is the eclipse season. We have 2 eclipses in October. And there is also 7 planets currently retrograding this month. So we have astrologically a lot on our plate. It's very full. So, you can kind of expect the unexpected as we go through all these different energies. And with all these different energies, you may be feeling or experiencing increased anxiety. This is a really big thing I'm seeing with all of my clients at this time, a really heightened state of anxiety. Or you may feel very, what is like a rushy, pushy energy. Like, I've got to get it done. I got to get it done. And it may cause you to feel and act impulsively. So just take a moment and take a deep breath to pause and take a deep breath so as to avoid releasing the Kraken upon everyone because it will be a very explosive energy too. So we want to just take that time to let me take a breath and before moving forward. These feelings should balance out by mid-September as our nervous system is still acclimating to all this new information that we're receiving, and it can be quite a bit. So if you can get out in nature, you hear me say that a lot, but that helps ground all the information that you're receiving and helps it get into the earth also. So it's very interesting to observe so many big life changes the last month with my clients, friends, and family, having these epiphanies or these sudden realizations of, it's time to let go. And this would appear in their consciousness as a clarity or a spark of insight, where the light bulb went off and went, oh, okay. And where they made decisions very quickly to sever connections to a person or situation that might have been long running, realizing that they were just done. It was finally over and they were finished with that particular pattern. And they didn't and they had no reason to return to it anymore. And so I say bravo to all of you who followed through on that, because it is a time of letting go of anything in our life that no longer aligns or serves us. So again, bravo to all of you. We are continually being offered choice points as we ascend. So keep this in mind. We can continue to reach for the light and work on ourselves, or remain stuck in the muck. that just keeps pulling us back down into these repetitive cycles. Now, there is no judgment. It's just choices. That's all it is. And so this is this time of revelations, both of our external world and our internal world, the latter being the most important. We will continue to ascend. As we continue to ascend, there will be a realm split at some point, which means basically the planet will basically slide off. So you have the higher and the lower consciousness. So be wise with the choices that you make, because they are important. That sounded like, what was that? They're laughing at me. The Three Stooges. Yeah, you just said the Three Stooges. I know. They're making me laugh here. But it is important that you make those choices, because where do you want to land? That's all it is. Again, no judgment. You can land anywhere you want, but where do you want to land? So it's your choice. And when the split occurs, we will go where we are meant. Again, this is not about right or wrong. It's only choice. And it's certainly nothing to be feared. And no, I do not know when this will occur, only that it's Gaia and humanity's destiny to do this at some point. So, also, I've had a lot of people asking about the UFOs. Please keep in mind, they are us, we are them. Okay, they're just further along than we are down the road. I like to call them our off-Earth allies. They're making themselves more visible at this point. So when the time comes to have a meet and greet with the general public, it will be an easier transition. And keep in mind that we volunteered to come here at this time to help raise the consciousness of the planet. And that is the end game. That's the only game, is just we're raising the consciousness of the planet, so we will be able to come into our true selves, bringing heaven to earth, with everything included. We have already received benefits from their technology for quite some time now. And we are getting ready to make a cosmic jump in a sense, as we are creating new services, new applications, as well as expanding and exploring on and off of our planet. So we've got a lot of big things coming up that are going to make life so much easier. For instance, there has been an enzyme that has been created to eat our garbage, plastic included. So, and it dissolves it within a 24 to 48 hour period, which that's just great. You know, that's just going to solve a huge problem, and along with, you know, not making it in the future. So we've got that coming along. Then they've now created self-healing metals. So when something is damaged, it is able to reform itself to its original structure. So no more body work. If you have it, just it will reform and boom, you're done. And then body regeneration will enable us to live longer and eradicate diseases within the body. And my favorite is the FFA has just, approved last month the use of flying cars beginning in the year 2025. So you can look up and you'll be seeing flying cars in the air. I'm sure it'll be, like anything, it'll be slow in the beginning, and then it will progress. So I'm looking forward to that. And our off-Earth allies are just our older relatives. They've always been with us and have guided our evolution over time, step by step. And now we're coming into the time of what is known as the Great Shift. We're leveling up. So many of you who are here originally from different planets, just coming to help with the technology and the raising of consciousness. So if you often felt like you weren't from here and you felt out of place, you probably aren't. You're probably somewhere else, and you're going, okay, I'm just here to do my job, my mission, and then I go back to where I choose to. So the universe, to the majority, may look barren to the naked eye, but for those with eyes to see it, it is teeming with life. It's just a matter of vibration. The higher you vibrate, the more you're able to see. So when consciousness rises, so does your inner sight and perspective of things. And then you go, oh, okay, it's not what I thought it was. It's so much more. So this month, Metatron would like to bring two subjects to the forefront. And this is to make sure you're using your discernment with all of your choices. And at this time, there is so much misleading and exaggerated information across all of the platforms. I just look and I'm going, wow, it's just gotten more and more, I guess, because people, for whatever reason, they want to twist things and put it out there. So whatever information you are taking in, ask yourself, does it make you fearful or does it bring you peace? And the choice is easy after that. If people are tearing down or blaming someone else, that should be a major red flag, a warning that because the information should be impartial and neutral, so the individual may be able to come to their own conclusions. The other subject is joy, and for us not to take things so seriously. We look around and we think, oh, this is wrong and that's wrong and this is wrong, and they really want you to switch that up and look at the positive. Look at that glass half full instead of half empty. And as a collective, we tend to make things much more difficult than they need to be. And of course, Metatron and the Masters enjoy a higher perspective of life. But so can we. When we learn to tap into our heart space and be present and connect with Source, our perspective shifts too. And it's really that quickly. It just can be in an instant that things shift. We are here to create and to enjoy our lives in this time period. And a new earth means new formats for living, which require change, but not effort. The old paradigm, everything was you have to work hard, you got to keep your nose to the grindstone. This is no longer the case with the new earth. You are able to manifest and create whatever you wish as long as you are in a higher vibration. Now you can also, if you're in a lower vibration, you can also manifest, but what you get will always have the back end of it. So in other words, when you create, I want something, you'll, like, let's take money. I want money, so I want to manifest money, but then there'll be the backlash of it when you create from the lower dimensions. In the higher dimensions, that doesn't happen, but you have to be in that higher vibrational state. So start with simple things. Turn off the news. Don't take in and internalize gossip. Detach from others' opinions and difficulties. They are not yours. You are not responsible for them. And have fun. Watch some comedy. Do what you love, because when you do what you love, you receive more joy. And the more joyful you are, the more joy you receive. It just keeps expanding. So try to remember and focus on that to bring in more joy into your life. And one last reminder is that there is no one wiser than oneself when you are connected to Source. You hold and have all the answers within. So they want to leave you with that. You are the one that holds all your answers. Okay, thank you. So thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. It helps because you know the algorithms out there, you know, if how they work. So the more you like and share and subscribe, the more visibility everyone gets at that point. And if you are interested in receiving a channeled session, my website is posted in the description box below. And because we're in such a transitional state right now, the light language transmission will be for that, to help you through whatever you are transitioning in this moment. And you can come back to it as many times as you like, because as most of you know, each time you listen to it, you receive another unit of consciousness. So because it's very layered. So you can come back to it as often as you like. So with that, we'll begin. Nyakuria dasha akurinia suyininia arato su ishta akuhramane akurasa ateana rurinana ayakhara so tukianti su tu orinyana so enorwiati ateninati that the mirini tu kosa ishta for kriania itu kane ase atur intitipia chushta aneyaku urtete na urte ama a kane atui sete ana ya manu ka yenete pia sutu na area te miate pia pio yana naya seta to kane ane apa a tu turi tishta ne aku oraba ane asateata ne bia pia turana Beare tiu suia mia kanea sate piata. Da me arenya lichare grecharo tusta en elha ya mia tuia tu santea ye piako. Gareana sohamai da mahaneata melpuchrota sa. Aria kuste norea neateaku. Reniana fia remba a horetiai lachan mien tusten mianaku. Narea yese tu ya manea kuya yasu da area teanea kuriana fia tuiste na aku orateasa pia tu na ya rutorea yasu daria tu yolachamia tu yanasa lihamda en yahapeahu liham yastu yanatiana Aria ure abdentia tute, sha ane mae kukan, nara ba atu. Maoyasa, yana toyasa yeniatu yana nembiata piasui yanayata yato, aroma na yana to sui bititi anayaku. Lahane ana tiatusu and diokinia piatustu utuniana teatea su utanayaka naruiana nayasu yatiane. Dayasu. Just a little aside here. While I was channeling challenge, you know what I'm saying. As I was bringing forth the light language, I was shown Maui and the land, and the light codes were for healing on the land also. And there is by that, I believe they call it the banyan tree. I saw that is an ancient portal, pre-Lemurian I got, and that has reopened. I felt that. So there is much healing going on that land. But please, as you listen to this recording, please send your love and light for healing on that land right now. It will come back. It will be fine. But the people really need help in any form that you can give them at this time, whether it be prayers, light, resources, donations, whatever it is. The land and the people will go on, but they need help right now. So as you listen to that transmission, please keep that in mind. Okay. So thank you so much, and have a happy fall, and I will see you soon. Take care.